All right, Mr. Teleferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? So we're going to do Anthony Davis stories all day today. We're just going to cover Anthony Davis and give his trade saga a day. It deserves at least a day. And of course, when things happen periodically, we're going to inform you guys on the latest revolving around Pelicans forward/center Anthony Davis, who did demand a trade over the weekend. Him and his agent, Rich Paul, they made it clear to the New Orleans Pelicans that not only were they not signing an extension that could give Anthony Davis an excess of $240 million over 5 years, they also made it clear that they want to be traded as soon as possible to a contending team. Now, obviously, the New Orleans Pelicans owe nothing to Anthony Davis to trade him to a contending team, or heck, to even trade him at all. They could play it out, but it's probably in their best interest to, at some point before summer 2020, to trade Anthony Davis and get as much value as you can for such a once-in-a-generation type prospect. I thought it was worth noting that in the midst of Anthony Davis and his agent Rich Paul demanding a trade, AD did do some of the correct proto steps. Like, AD never wanted this to hit the public, right? He wanted to do the right things. In all honesty, he wanted to play his contract out. He did not want to request a trade at all. He wanted to play his contract out, but he's just frustrated. His body's starting to get banged up. He's looking around the league. He's looking like, yo, some of these young guys, they're starting to figure it out. Like a Giannis Antetokounmpo in Milwaukee. He's like, yo, I live in New Orleans. Giannis is playing in Milwaukee. There's no reason the Milwaukee Bucks should be able to have more talent around Giannis than what New Orleans is giving me here in with my Pelicans team. It's just reality of the situation. He's looking at some of these young guys like, yo, Luka's look like he's in a better position to win. Luka's only like 19. Anthony Davis is 25. He's averaging 28 and 13. He's like, at what point is this New Orleans Pelican team going to put some talent around me that can stay healthy so we can compete in the West? I'm looking at Golden State. They got better. They took one of my guys, right? And we're not doing anything right. No one wants to come here. It shouldn't be this bad. So Anthony Davis is fed up. I thought it was worth noting that Anthony Davis did try his best to inform everybody before his agent, made it public and told Adrian Woj over there at ESPN. AD, before he requested a trade with the Pelicans, he did call all his teammates. He did talk to them, and because he's out the lineup right now with a small injury. He either called them or they did some sort of a team meeting. And he did inform all his teammates, all the important people in the organization, yo, this is what my plan is. This is what I want to do. He informed his coach, Alvin Gentry. He's like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want out. It's not anything against you guys, but I'm just fed up. I got my one life to live. I got my one basketball career to live. And I want to maximize my potential and my talent to the best of my abilities. And I just don't think this team is doing that. And to be fair, I was told that his teammates were very receptive to Anthony Davis. They weren't pissed at him. They weren't mad at him. They respected it and they understood it. They get it, right? This guy's giving everything he can to this New Orleans Pelicans team. He stayed too long. To be honest with you, he shouldn't have signed that max extension probably a couple years back, but he did just out of loyalty to the organization. And more than loyalty, he did it out of trust that the organization would get some top-tier talent around him. He ends up getting Buddy Hield in the draft. Okay, Buddy's a nice prospect, but it's going to take him time to develop. A lot of us seen how maybe Buddy out of Oklahoma and Anthony Davis could be a great 1-2 punch. The Sacramento Kings come calling. DeMarcus Cousins on the market. Right after the New Orleans Pelicans host the All-Star game, what happens? The Pelicans trade Buddy Hield for a great All-Star level talent in DeMarcus Cousins. They do great things the first season. Cousins unfortunately got injured right around the trade deadline last year. They don't bring him back. He tears his Achilles. But why were the Pelicans so quick to move on from this talent? He's back now, and they've traded Buddy. They let DeMarcus Cousins walk. For what? Now your superstars more disgruntled. Not even going to get into Rajon Rondo, Eric Gordon, Tyreke Evans. So much talent has run through that New Orleans franchise, and they just gave up on it, a lot of it, and it's hurting them right now. But at least Anthony Davis did do his end of the bargain, and he did it the right way. He did this the best he can. He wasn't going into the office trying to say, yo, trade me now or I'm not playing again. He wasn't going to pull the Kyrie approach where, he says, I'm not playing another game, and if y'all don't trade me, I'm going to go get surgery on one of my ailing injuries, right? He didn't do that. He said, look, I'm giving y'all a year and a half to trade me. I prefer y'all do it before this trade deadline if you think you can get the best offer right now. If not, it is what it is. I am leaving, though. You know, I am leaving. And he even informed his teammates ahead of time, like, yo, this is what it is, man. I'm the captain of this team. I'm the leader here. But I'm not happy. And I want y'all to know before it hits the public, I'm out. I'm leaving at some point in the near future. And if I have it my way, it'll be in the next 10 days before the NBA trade deadline. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Again, all day today, Anthony Davis videos. We will be posting them to get you caught up on one of the biggest storylines in the NBA in quite some time. A top 5 talent demands a trade out of New Orleans. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Telefair. Mr. Telefair.
Mr. Telefair. Mr. Telefair. Shout out to Mr. Telefair.
You're watching Mr. Telefair TV.
Mr. Telefair TV. Here with the Triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.